you're going to be talking about something interesting today, which is about low interest rates, so getting ahead in low interest rate environment. And so, Blake, what I'm sure everybody would like to know, the cash rate is at an all-time low, but that's apparently not good for everyone. So why is that?
Yeah, Jenny, well, I've mentioned before, with the cash rate at 1.75%, if you've got a mortgage, if you're a homeowner, everyone's cheering, they want rates as low as possible. However, the change isn't welcomed by retirees or people who don't own property who are trying to save maybe for their first property and are now living or their cash deposits are yielding or returning only 2.5%. So for savers and retirees, you're not getting much bang for your buck with such a low cash rate.
Okay, so what can people do to get ahead in a low interest rate environment though, Blake?
Well, particularly for savers and retirees, I'll go number one, to get ahead in low interest rate environment, it's important to know a couple of things. Number one is you need to shop around. Savers and retirees have to find the best yields for their cash. Don't just take what you've got your money currently in. Don't just take your bank's word for it. Shop around. There are some better products always out there. High interest rate cash accounts usually come with trade-offs such as minimum monthly deposits, online transacting or withdrawal limits. But an extra 1% usually makes the limits worth it. But watch for high honeymoon rates that reduce a few months later. So shop around. Find out if it's a honeymoon rate, what the ongoing rate is that your cash is going to be returning, and just try and get as much bang for your buck, I would say, as possible. Secondly, up the curve. For better returns in the government guaranteed cash account, but without high risk, look for unitised funds whose assets are in fixed interest assets, so bonds and cash. They're aggressively traded to get better yields, sometimes 1 to 1.5% above cash returns. So you can look at managed funds, but managed funds that are investing in cash-like products to still make sure that you're not taking that too high a risk. Thirdly is property. Low-rate mortgages make buying your first home attractive. So right now, if you're looking at buying a home, rates are low. Because of rates, it could be a really good time to buy. But a tip from me is to know that just because rates are low, if you're a first home buyer, the affordability is still calculated on paying rates around 7 to 8%, where they were about 3 years ago. And that's just responsible lending because the variable rate does go up and down. So you just need to make sure that you can afford the loan that you're going to take out in the long term.
No, that's great. Great piece of advice from you, Blake. And is there anything else you would like to add?
As anything, it's always good to shop around and get some good expert advice on where your money is and what your goals are. Fees are a really big one, particularly if you're earning such a little amount on your cash. If you're in a managed fund that's only earning 5%, a 1% fee is a big chunk of that. So make sure you really know your products, get expert advice on it, and make sure you're achieving your goals.
And they can always get expert advice from Yellow Brick Road. And I was just talking to Mitchell from Willoughby not so long ago, and anyone can give Mitchell a call or anyone a call at any branch of Yellow Brick Road, or you can go to the website ybr.com.au. Or do you have the phone number handy, Blake? Let's.
I do. You can call our 1300 number, which is 1300 782 995, or our office 9924 7927.
Fantastic, Blake. And also, Blake, what is going to be the topic of next week?
Next week, we're going to talk about what tips for first home buyers. So if you're new to the property market, if you're trying to get into the property market, I'm going to give my top tips for those who are first buying homes or trying to get their first home.
That sounds fantastic. And also, it's not just about being a first home buyer. There can be people like myself in a situation where I don't have much in the superannuation side of things, maybe only about 10 grand. And what I was going to say is my husband and I were talking and saying that, we have a renovation to do at the moment. Then we're thinking of using, our equity manager account where we can use most of the money there to then be a deposit again for perhaps a unit where that will be our superannuation later on.
Yeah, exactly, Jenny. So first home buyers or anyone just looking to get into the property market, it might be their second home, just the best way is to set up your loan, your circumstances for the bank and make sure you've got the right deposit.
Fantastic, Blake. Thank you so much thank you for your advice this morning.